52 Traders, episode 58.
Now knowing what I know and having the strike rate I have with the drawback that I have with the profitability, I can quite easily do $1,000 a day with just say a $2,000 account.
Over the next year, your host Cam Hawkins gets inside the minds of 52 of the world's best traders to find out if he has what it takes to become one of them. Join Cam every week on the 52 Traders podcast or at 52traders.com to learn how to trade like the pros. This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not investment, trading, or financial advice of any kind. Trading is very risky and could lose you all of your capital. Any comments about historical performance are not an indication of future results.
What's up, traders? Cam Hawkins here from the 52 Traders podcast. Welcome to another installment, and this week we have a guy by the name of Adam Lord on the show. Now, Adam runs the Royal Collective, and he's a trader from Australia who's been trading for not that long, but he's done a lot in the time that he has been trading. And he's pretty young, so it does actually make up for that. In actual fact, he's managed to cram so much into his life so far. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. So you got to listen to this conversation. It's really, really good. So before we get into the show, there's one thing I want to do, and that is I want to read out some of the reviews that you guys left me. On iTunes in particular, so I don't see the other ones come through, but on iTunes, I got 3 really good reviews this month, and it'll be great if we could get some more. So guys, if you feel inclined to leave a review, please jump onto iTunes or whatever you're listening on and leave us a review. Really appreciate it, and it does help with the show. So I'm going to read out some of the points that the guys have pulled out here. The first one's from a trader called Watson, and his title of his review is "A Perfect Podcast for All of Us Imperfect Traders." Great creativity there, Watson. Okay, so this is what he said. "I only listen to 3 podcasts related to trading, and this is by far the best. Yay! Thanks, Watson. I exclusively trade currencies, and this podcast features Forex traders along with some of my favorite authors like Nick Raj. I really enjoy Cam's interview style. He asks all the questions that I would be dying to ask these successful traders if I had the chance." Okay, the next one's from Smidad in the UK. So, "Collaboration at its best" is his title. And what does he say here? He says, "This is hands down the best podcast for anyone with an interest in the markets and trading, and I've tried a few." Yes, get in there, Smidad. And what else does he go on to say? Coverage includes technical fundamentals. What else does he... highest recommendation is what he says at the very end. Thank you, Smidad. Really appreciate it. And then finally, from Australia, we've got this guy called Tired of Picking a Nickname. Great name for your iTunes account. Anyway, so he's got, his title is Great Educational Tool. And what does he say here? "Podcasts are a great way to learn. And this one is structured so well. Thanks, mate. You can fast track your trading education whilst listening in your car or on the train. Cam does a great job of getting the detail out of his guests, and that's what I aim to do, guys. So without further ado, let's get into today's show. I have Adam Lord. Let's get on with it. Welcome, Adam. Thanks for joining me here on the 52 Traders podcast this week.
No worries, man. It's good to be here. Good to have a chat with you.
Cool. No, brilliant to have you on the show. So I've already mentioned some of your highlights, and I know that's just a small part of your story. So can you tell the listeners a bit more about you personally and what first attracted you to trading?
Yeah, so as you said, my name's Adam Lord. I'm only 22 years old. So I started trading about 18 months ago, 2 years ago. I'm living on the Gold Coast in Queensland, okay, in Surfers Paradise. So I've only been here for about 2.5 years, and I started my trading career pretty much when I got here. Before that, I was actually a mechanic for Jaguar Land Rover. Was for about 5 or 6 years, actually. So I didn't have a lot of knowledge about the industry before I started, but once I did get started, it was actually with an MLM Forex group, so a multi-level marketing side of things. But they wanted to focus a lot more on the marketing side rather than the Forex, so we ditched on that. And then I went hunting for some good mentors to teach me how to actually trade. So I went and paid for some good mentors, spent a fair bit of money, invested in myself. So went and paid for Astro FX and Forever in Profit and those sorts of guys. Did a little bit of hedge fund trading as well not do it, but learned from some hedge fund traders in Australia as well, one up in Brisbane. But yeah, apart from that, I haven't been in the industry for a long time compared to some of these other traders, but the time and the money that I've invested into high quality training is what's been able to give me the results I've got so far, I think. And yeah.
All right. So how long do you reckon you've been profitable for, given you've only got a 2.5 year record, track record of starting Forex? I mean, how long have you been, would you say you've been profitable within that period of time?
It took me about 10 months to become half decently profitable, like not full-time material, but starting to get like a 60-70% strike rate of what I did, and starting to lower my risk. But then I focused a lot more on the mindset side of it, because there's one thing that a lot of people didn't teach, or I haven't been able to learn, except from you guys like Mark Douglas and that. But when I started to focus a lot more on my health, my mindset, my subconscious mind, it brought my success rate through the roof, okay, because that sort of made me look at the market in a different perspective. And then I got training from a Citibank trader over in London, and he helped me look at the market a little bit differently. And then about 2 months after that, I started to get a lot better results. So it's only been the last 9 months that I've seen the good full-time results, and that's when I went full-time trading. It was probably about 8.5 months ago. So it did take probably just over a year to get into things full on, okay? Because for the first 3 months, I never really had a mentor. It was just all around the sales side of Forex. It was never actually learning to trade. And then I saw the potential in it, and I didn't want to market anymore. It's not what I like doing. So I then went the other way and started focusing on Forex. But I've been probably full-time trading now for just over 8 months, and seeing really good results since then. So I didn't really want to go full-time until I was really, really confident in what I did, hence why I had to spend a lot of time on my mindset, because it was something I really, really struggled on.
Cool. And so I think what would be quite interesting for the listeners out there to hear is, what was the difference between the MLM, multi-level marketing approach to Forex, and what you learnt yourself? Okay, so that was the first part of the show. Now, to hear the full episode, the best bits, join the family at 52traders.com. They usually go for about 45 minutes to an hour long, and trust me, these shows are great. They give us so much insight. Now, if you want to get there quickly, all you need to do is jump into the show description on your phone, and there's a link taking you directly to 52traders.com, where you can join the family over there and listen to the full episode. Now, in the rest of the show, I cover off what my traders do differently from the rest of us. So what is it that they're doing that we're not doing? What their typical trading day looks like, what they would do if they had a day job now and wanted to trade for a living, their preferred trading strategy, so actually how does it work? What we should be educating ourselves on when we're looking at a price chart, so what indicators we should use, what price levels, what chart patterns, all those sorts of things. Also, we touch on fundamentals as well, so how do we use news to our advantage? Trading psychology, tips, tricks, techniques, we go through those. Exiting trades, managing trades that you've got running, so we talk about their strategies. They give you strategies for exiting and managing trades. Books to read, websites to visit, all the best ones. Something that you should try and master over the next month, the broker and platform they use. And finally, last but not least, they give us a full trading strategy, so something you guys can try out at home on your PC this week in the markets if you wish. Now, to get the full episode, you need to jump onto 52traders.com, join the family. As I said, it usually goes on for 45 minutes to an hour, and there's a link in the show description, so if you're on your phone, just jump on there, tap the link, and it'll take you straight to 52traders.com. Now, if you're thinking about learning to automate any of your trading, hiring a developer, learning to code, that sort of thing, then before you do that, jump onto my other website, automatemytrading.com. So if you're interested in automating some or all of your trading, then jump onto automatemytrading.com and you'll see me over there. For now, to hear the rest of this episode, all you need to do is click on the link in the show description or go to 52traders.com. See you there.